Good evening. Let me begin by adding my welcome to all who are attending this annual event of the Labor Guild. You have been welcomed previously, but let me add my welcome to it. This event is sponsored annually by the Labor Guild, and I always think it has perfect timing. We lodge it between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Thanksgiving, the time when the nation becomes conscious and needs to be conscious of the gifts that God has given us and what human labor and ingenuity have done with the raw material God provides in creation and built this extraordinary nation. We give thanks at Thanksgiving. At Christmas, we are asked to open our minds and hearts, not only to those close to us, as we will in our families, friends, and relatives, but open our minds and hearts to those who struggle in this great nation, who, in spite of the enormous prosperity of the nation, know the burden of poverty. Many are American citizens. Some are immigrants newly arrived at our shores, and both of them need the compassion and openness of our country as a whole. And the Labor Guild's event helps us to give thanks, and it reminds us that we are called to demonstrate our thanks by compassion and care for others. The Archdiocese sponsors the Labor Guild as one way that it seeks to provide a contribution to the wider society of our cities, our Commonwealth, and our country. Pope Francis has reminded us that religious communities are those who are to build bridges, not walls. Building bridges that relate people across lines of race, ethnicity, nationality, age, and across lines of those who have fostered and celebrate the goodness of this society, and those who are in search of these same gifts. The Labor Guild is founded on a conviction that we are to be a church that contributes to the wider society. And one of the ways we do this, building bridges, is the way we join together labor, management, and civil society in the awards that we give each year. These awards are meant to remind all of us of the service of many of us in this society. And I congratulate the awardees this night, for they have been judged over many years of service to have made precisely the contribution to the wider good of society that the Labor Guild exists to foster. The Guild itself is based on Catholic social teaching, the conviction that a religious faith is not only about worship, is not only about gathering a community. It is about reaching out beyond our communities of faith to celebrate and to broaden the goodness of the society and the relationships within it. Catholic social teaching has basic ideas that the Labor Guild promotes: the dignity of the human person, the rights and duties of every person, the way we relate to each other in terms of what we need and how we respond to the needs of others. The idea of the common good. The common good means that in order for any of us to flourish, all of us have to have a sense not only of our own individual interest, but the good of the society itself, socially, politically, economically. Today, many, understandably, lament the divisions among us in American society at this time. But these divisions are made by human mistakes, and they are not inevitable. we gather this night to be reminded that the fabric of a society is built on the dignity of the person, the justice that each person has a right to, and the need for all of us to cooperate to build that just civil society of the common good. For this night, remembering that we've just given thanks and looking forward to the great gift and day of Christmas, we this evening commit ourselves, as the Labor Guild has tried to do so for decades, commit ourselves to building and shaping the common good of this society in our cities and our country. Thank you.